The last time that I probably read a book all the way through for fun, like without stopping early, was high school.
That's Brett Thompson, a senior in the UNC School of Media and Journalism who's not interested in reading books. But it hasn't always been that way.
I would read all the time. I'd read in the car, I would read on a porch, wherever really. And then high school happened and I was like, oh, there's other things to do besides books. And then obviously by the time you get to college, like, no offense, if you're reading a book, why? Like, there's so many cool things you can do.
However, some college students, like Ryan McCarthy, are still passionate about books.
Well, I'm currently reading Dune, which is a 1950s sci-fi book. So far, it's awesome. That my main character, he just learned how to ride the giant worm. And by giant worm, I mean 200 miles long worth of worm that eats houses.
McCarthy and other book lovers celebrated the World Day of the Book yesterday, but there's no denying that reading books is a hobby that's losing popularity.
I'm here at the Chapel Hill Public Library for the World Day of the Book, and it's disgusting outside. It's the perfect day to curl up with a good book inside and read. But for some reason, most people aren't.
The public library and UNC libraries declined to comment on the decrease in book readership, but the numbers tell the story. According to the Pew Research Center, 35% of American adults didn't read a single book in 2016. Another recent study by the Pew Research Center shows that American students ranked only 24th in the world in reading. Thompson says one reason he chooses not to read books in his spare time is that there are so many other entertainment options available now.
Instead of reading books, I'll play video games, watch TV, watch sports, maybe go out with friends. Nothing, unordinary. I just don't have enough time between those things to read books.
McCarthy disagrees, but he does understand the appeal of watching television rather than reading a book.
I am happier with myself after having finished a book than I am after having finished a Netflix series, but I find it easier to turn Netflix on than go through the process of choosing and opening up a book.
But Thompson believes that as children grow up with more options, book readership will continue to decrease.
I think you're going to see a lot of people reading less books, like children reading less books now, because it's so much easier to put a screen in front of a child than it is to put a book in front of a child.
In Chapel Hill, I'm Rivers Upchurch reporting.